Can living and practicing in a state of possibility actually change the kinds of probable outcomes that we experience as individuals and collectively? Well, that's exactly what we want to look into today on Dale Biron on Poetry, the podcast. So we're going to do that by jumping into a poem called Shine, Shine, Shine. And the poem starts with a quote, and the quote is this: I always tell people that we need to remember we are part of the ecosystem. We are not separate from it. The land and the water are our relatives, not resources. The land and the water are our relatives, not resources. That's Winona LaDuke, the indigenous philosopher and activist. And the poem goes like this. Let's face it, the earth is in an abusive relationship. Let's face it, the earth is in an abusive relationship. And I'm afraid it's we humans that are on the wrong side of a much needed restraining order. Mother Earth cries out. Mother Earth cries out, what happened to animism? You know, the love of trees, rivers, wolves, vast seas. And we said, well, it's pretty simple. We renamed you natural resource, made human-sized gods, and finally came the invention of dynamite. But this isn't the end of the story. No, we humans are capable of caring. We humans are capable of caring deeply into a new story of transformation. Try this. Gather your heart into a mother sky full of kind, brilliant stars. Then shine, shine, shine. So I was thinking, as this poem I wrote in the last month or two, as I was thinking about this question of what is probable and what is possible. And many wise people have had conversation around the idea that what is probable, particularly around our ecological meta-crisis, polycrisis, as it's sometimes called, what is probable right now does not look good, looks rather disastrous. And yet, to live from possibility, to practice possibility as a stance in the world is so critical now, it seems to me, to actually be able to maybe even shift what is probable. What is probable? Because if we are able to shift the current cultural narratives that are taking us down some very dark, dead-end streets, if we're able to change those narratives, and humans have done it before, and we've done it rather quickly before, then we can step out of this current cul-de-sac of negative probability into some new possibilities, which are far more promising for Earth and all inhabitants. I was also thinking that in many cases, the dominant story is so entrenched that it seems unchangeable. For example, the Roman Empire was seen as the eternal superpower of its day, and the Catholic Church, the dominance it had during the Middle Ages, appeared to be beyond question. And yet, from within those narratives, something changed, and changed quickly. From within those narratives where the structures, to change the structure seemed absolutely inconceivable. And yet, the narratives, the stories changed. I would suggest this is a practice of living from possibility and not the current and only the current probability. And to do the first is to change the latter, as the poem says. But this isn't the end of the story. No. We humans are capable of caring deeply into a new story of transformation. Try this. Gather your heart into a mother sky full of kind, brilliant stars. Then shine, shine, shine. Thank you so much for your listening ear. Until next time and next poem or poems, please take good care of yourself, and if you can, someone else.